This week, we have taken some time to learn more about the crime we're experiencing in our state and better understand what might be behind it.
Police and district attorneys in southern Maine say there has been an uptick in juvenile crime, and many kids, they say, are being influenced by adults with past criminal history. CENTER Maine's Raya Wooten wanted to learn more about this and found relationships are key to moving kids in either the right or the wrong direction.
Mentally not doing well.
As the teen coordinator for the city of South Portland, Hannah Siegel has learned a thing or two about the connections that kids long for.
They're really looking for safe places to go that allow them to also be able to be who they are.
When Siegel heard about the recent shooting in Red Bank Village Apartments earlier this week, she was surprised, but her heartstrings were pulled when she learned that many of the shootings that have happened recently across southern Maine are being committed by kids. Kids who may be being coerced by adults with bad intentions.
I get really worried that they're not being given good role models and that they'll see like some of these adults make not necessarily the best decisions, and they're like, oh, well, if they can do it, maybe I can too.
Siegel says kids look up to the adults in their lives. As the executive director of the nonprofit Maine Boys to Men, Bruce King connects with middle and high school boys in the classroom, meeting them where they are and hoping that the relationships he and other adults build with them will be strong enough to prevent them from going down the wrong path.
I think the tendency when you see these sorts of things happening is to condemn and to push away young people who are involved in that. And, to the contrary, that's the worst thing that we can do. Recognizing that we should be embracing young people who are in those positions.
Poverty, the absence of father figures, limited emotional support. Those are just some of the circumstances King says young boys are negatively impacted by.
Making space, I think just making space for young people and for all of us, I think is really vital. And it's something that we don't do enough.
These days, kids need at least one person to turn to. Raya Wooten, CENTER Maine.
By the way, Bruce King was incarcerated in his early 20s. He talks about that experience with kids so they understand the consequences of their actions.